Hello everyone, it's Jira Bro, back with you another video, and today what we're gonna be talking about is going to be all about the system administration. Now, no, there is not like a role of a system administrator. Basically, that system administration, in quotes, is actually the section within the settings and you go to the system. So let us do that. Settings, system. Now, so first of all, here are some general configuration that you actually have in here. I recommend to not touch this at all. To leave it as it is. Do not change anything because nothing actually really needs to be changed around here. Autolog is actually being used, well, to show what was actually being done within the whole organization. So it means like which user did what. It can even be like if some certain user has created an issue within a certain project, if the user was added to the group, etc. So all of those things are actually in the audit log, and then audit log is actually being used for the troubleshooting. So if something happens, if there was a certain change for some user, you actually see what was being done for that specific user, and can actually you can actually get insights on what was actually going on. Project roles. Yeah, this is actually the part where you create your project roles, and within those project roles, then you assign those project roles to the permissions and the permission schemes. So you actually go for the project roles in here. What you can actually do, you can delete the project roles. I recommend not deleting this Atlassian add-ons project access, and you cannot even delete that. Administrators, you don't want really to delete this project role. There you can actually see like you can go like view usage of this project role, and it will actually lead you to the permission schemes, and it says the project role of administrators is being used by 8 permission schemes. Okay, so it is really important not to delete this one. Another important thing is, of course, you need to tie those project roles with permissions, because if you don't, well, basically they're going to be useless and you created your project roles in vain. Global permissions. Global permissions is actually something that is really important, and what I would recommend in here is not to touch this at all. Like, really, don't touch the global permissions. You can mess up your Jira pretty bad. Issue collectors. To be quite honest, I never used this in my career and my daily work. Never used the issue collectors, and I never will use them. Global automation is the next part, and yeah, for in here we have some interesting things in here. So first of all, we have like subtask creation on issue transition. Yeah, I have the test. I have some other automation things that I have created. Assign a developer to the issue. So what actually this means when something is global automation. So this is going to be reflected. Let me see the usage. Yeah, actually this is the graph on how much it was being used, which is actually okay. And something interesting in here. You have the limitations of automations. So for your Jira software, you have 100 automations for the limit as the limit. And this is of course changing for each plan that you have. So those are actually the changes for the automation usage. Interesting. Then in here, what you actually have are some audit logs, what was actually happening within what project. So it says like scope. When it says like scope, this is like reflecting to the project. And as you can see, these projects right here don't really exist anymore. These right here. And I don't know why they're being shown as numbers. And you have like default user preferences. Also, they should be on default. Then we have for the default dashboard. So actually this is the dashboard since you are now configuring the default dashboard. And here, so when you edit this dashboard will be affected for all of the users that are using the default dashboard. So every user that has the default dashboard, which is one right here, and you cannot delete this dashboard at all, they will see this look and feel. Alright, this is where you can style your Jira. You can change. It doesn't have to be this icon right here. It doesn't have to be this logo at all. It could be your own logo of your own company. And you can change the navigation colors as well. So all of these things can be changed. Announcement banner. So this is actually something, well, as it says, there is like the message that is being displayed on the banner, and basically when you do this, it says like you have for the private users, show to logged in users, or show to anyone on the internet. Right. And this is basically, you probably know what banners are. Those annoying things that are appearing as ads to I don't know, have like a 50% of on the on some chips or something like that, and then you say, yeah, I want to buy some chips, for example. Alright, more important stuff. Backup manager. Right, so this is actually where you want to create your backups in here. You want to read each you want to basically read each line in here. It's really important. So, and it says include attachments, avatars, and logos in the backup. Right, so I can actually make a backup of my data in here, which is actually recommended thing to do, especially if you're doing some migrations. External system import. Yeah, so in here you want to actually import your projects from. Do you want to import your projects from Jira Server? Do you want to import your projects from CSV, from Trello, from JSON, and etc. So yes, it is possible to import the projects from Trello. Then you have like import Jira Cloud, where you import your data. And in here it says use this method to import project data, users, and media from the another Jira Cloud site. So you can actually either choose to import the data or to import the media. Then you have like the import of the Jira server, but actually this is not supported anymore. I don't know why that is actually in there. Migrate to your cloud site. We actually done this. If you haven't checked out my cloud to cloud migration video. Alright, what else do we have? So we have for the global mail settings. You don't want to touch this. You don't want to touch your incoming mail. You want to be able to have outgoing mail and send email. Well, basically this is where you can actually send an email from the email address that is contained within the incoming mail. And within the incoming mail, well, basically is your default cloud mail server. So that is how it works. Permission and notification helper. These are really helpful features. So determine like what notifications each user has, and what kind of permissions each user has on their project. So it's really important to have something like this. So you have like shared filters. You have shared items like filters, and you have the shared items for the dashboards. Okay, so I can see how much popular is it, and it seems like the popularity is being counted in numbers. So you have like attachments, and of course you want to allow your attachments to be on. Events. Alright, so this is actually some kind of events that happen in here. Honestly, I didn't really use this at all. Probably you're not going to be using this as well. Webhooks. Yeah, this is where basically you want to, where you can actually create your integrations. And this is actually the integration that I made with Slack, because there needs to be a Slack integration between your Jira and Slack. So any kind of integrations with third-party tools will be presented in here. Services. Not changing this as well. Lexo rank management. Right. Haven't used this as well. Well, that's it.